Hello, players, and welcome to round 3 of our Sunday locals. In this match, we have Dan, who's playing Yubel, which is a really, really strong deck. One of the reasons I think Super Poly needs to get hit, versus Jose, who's on Tenpai, which is just a also really powerhouse deck, just a one-turn killer for sure. In this game, we get to see Dan, freshly new at our locals, kind of a newer guy. I think he's only showed up like maybe 2 other times, so it's his first time on camera. I did pre-watch these games before doing this voiceover, and there was a lot of mistakes made on both ends, both parties here. So, you know, we're just a small locals. We're not gonna overwatch every single game and see and correct. We're hoping that the players can kind of learn. And again, that's why I like doing these videos. Just great learning opportunity for all of us. But yes, definitely, if you're gonna leave a comment, please be nice. But it is really fun to watch, and it gives us all just a good laugh. Looking into going first for Ubel with Dan here. They rewatching these games, they can set up so good. Just one card starters all the way through. I mean, rough starts, but that right there, that reason, the throne is such a strong addition to the deck. It's so powerful. At our Sunday locals, we actually had two players, Caleb and Dan, who were both on Ubel. Funny enough, we also had two Tenpai players there too, so it's kind of interesting to see how different the Ubel deck can be played and used. It's pretty interesting to see. Um, and the fun thing I like about Ubel is even if you hand trap them quite a bit, they can still continue on. I mean, if they can get to Nightmare Pain, the field spell, I mean, it's just really powerful for them as well. So we'll see how it can stand up against Tenpai. I think it's pretty interesting because Tenpai's attack, and I mean they try to do damage, and the Ubels can't be destroyed. And if they have pain up, any damage is inflicted to the opponent. So it's kind of interesting to see. I think someone told me one time like Centurions have a good time against Tenpai because if you can special summon back the synchro with the trap, monsters with 2,000 S can't be destroyed, and Tenpai have to get through monsters to do damage. Now, I did talk to a couple, I think like one other player, Ben, who told me about the Tempais are able to just pop. They can pop and destroy stuff and continue to attack and play. The problem is if you pop any of the Ubels, they just keep recurring themselves back. So I kind of was thinking like, oh, they might, have a pretty hard time to get through it all. But I mean, it's still really fun to see how everything goes. Because if you can stop Ubel and hit the right thing and they don't have any follow up, obviously, just like any deck, they kind of just go, oh, yeah, I can't do anything. So you see just ending on just Ubel passing with the field spell, you kind of seeing, I remember this game one is a long one. So I'll just periodically pop in.
Then I'll normal summon Tundra. Attempt to go to battle.
Yep, you're good.
Attack. On attack during the damage step effect.
Um,
At the start of the damage step.
I'll chain and perm.
It has to negate activation
Gotcha.
during the damage step.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will not do that then. Sorry. You heard. I guess. Yeah. Should I do that anyway? Because I declared it, and it just wouldn't go through, or you can't.
No, you can't.
Okay.
So you can only activate if it negates activation.
Gotcha. I should have done that earlier then. Oh well.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Special effect. During the damage step.
Still during the damage step.
Yep.
Okay. I can't. Oh yeah, you're good.
So then it goes through.
Yeah.
So you take the 1,500.
And then
you get its effect.
Yeah. Let me take that 1,500 first, real quick. Okay, and then yeah, I can special summon off of that, so I'll special summon Terran Incarnate.
Okay.
It has the same effect where if you attack it, you would take the damage. The only difference, or this one is, it's an when it leaves the field effect, I can special summon the next one. And the only other thing is during my end phase, it'll destroy every other monster on the field.
Okay. Read this?
Yeah, of course.
Normally it's two, just the one plus some dash.
When you activate a card effect.
Now Jose is reading. If he's kind of curious to know if that Yubel, the incarnate, is it effect damage or is it just damage? And I believe Dan does end up saying no. That it's an effect that does damage. So if a monster attacks it, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack. That's what it reads. And Jose is kind of wondering, is that technically like battle damage or is it an effect damage? Because the dragons with the white dragon up, they can't. Yeah, so they don't take any battle damage. Now we were under the impression that it was, so they do ask us, is it effect damage or just battle damage? And I think we thought, because we were in the middle of our game, that he had Nightmare Pain up, and Pain is inflict damage. I don't know, any damage you would take, your opponent takes instead.
I guess yeah. If you would take
And so we were telling him like, no, it should be. It's just battle damage. You know, it's not an effect that activates. It just happens. And nope, we eventually corrected ourselves. Nope, it is actually effect damage, because the way Incarnate reads is inflict damage equal to the attack of the monster. So yeah, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you had talking about Nightmare Pain that's up. And so yeah, it took took quite a, like, I think 2 or 3 of us to realize, like, oh, okay, no, yeah, that's effect damage. That does it. So that kind of puts Jose in a kind of a sticky situation, because if he keeps swinging into it, he keeps taking damage. So he can't go kind of all out with it, which is really good.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
Nightmare
which was
Pain
the whole
definitely
point of
would
his
be, but
deck.
Yeah, the U-Bow monsters are effect damage.
Yeah, so that does say what we were saying.
Okay,
It
cool.
does say.
Okay, so that's effect damage.
That is like that. Okay. So then I'll activate Hydra's effect synchro.
Yep, you're good. When it's synchro, am I able to imperm that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have.
I could have impermed that also, yeah. Do you mind if I read that real quick, just so I know if I want to imperm? This even target one fire Okay, yeah, I'll imperm that. Sure. So yeah, that's impermed.
That's fine. Then I'll activate Kaiman.
Okay. Alright, wait, what does that do? Sorry.
I can add 1 level 4 Fire Dragon monster from my deck to my hand. And special.
Ash? Can I ash that? Or
yeah, you can ash it.
I'll ash that then.
Cool. Cards in hand.
Just the one on the field, yeah.
What's this do at the end phase?
It's only during my end phase, it blows up every other monster on the field.
Okay.
So yeah, during your end phase, it's safe.
Right, I forgot to bring the cards.
That's fine.
You're good. I have to set aside and everything. Honestly, I need to go.
And I'll go to main phase 2.
Yep.
Set one. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Yep.
Standby main.
What happens if they're banished again?
Just pass turn or attempt to go end phase.
Yep.
So yeah, that's destroyed then.
That's fine.
Yep, your turn.
Alright. You draw. Main phase.
Yep, you're good.
Activate Kaiman.
Yep.
I never got the show. They
Normal summon effect.
Dude, I thought it was just a
I'll
negate.
activate and effect.
Oh, we're good. Let's do
After I add.
him. Oh, wait. He's just nothing for me. Then I don't give a shit.
One special.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet.
No, that game's.
Yeah, you're good. No worries.
I was not too fond of it, but that's also just because it's hard for me to get into mobile games. But so on release, crit rate was
Happy to run
and not in the good. If you added crit rate to a character that has zero.
Synchro.
What?
You're good.
Yeah. And this was a problem on the like the testing servers. And they
One fighter.
they told the developers,
Not attacks, just battle.
and the developers didn't
Send
make a
them
console
all the
target.
Send the opponent's monster. Also, like, his personal
Chantra?
the tutorial lasts for way.
Yeah. I hate versions.
Also, if you played through Persona 4,
Yes.
it's not that long.
Okay, that's not a mobile thing.
It's not a
Do you mind if I
moment.
read the field
I
spell?
have to
Yeah.
re-roll. So I can
Or
get
you do mind? Or?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
He minds.
Imagine
restarting Persona 5 over and over just so I can get Joker Arson to have like let's do Rimsetti.
Time to go to battle.
Yep, you're good.
I'll attack.
So you would take 15.
At the start of the damage step effect.
You still take the 15.
Yeah, I was still gonna take the 15.
So yeah, you activate it.
Yeah.
So no effect fire throw, targeting fire throw to summon back.
Like 3 multis.
I'm trying to think because if I don't,
Like I guess they want you to play more. Because I always gatekeep it until like you're like,
because if he dies, what does he do?
Like I made it all the way to 7.
Take the 15.
Fuck this. I was just like,
I really want to because
he was like 3 S's. He was like, I'm like,
let me think. Give me a second. What if I don't?
And effect synchro.
I didn't even
So
look
is
at
that a
it.
level?
Level 10.
I can't be destroyed by
Oh, they all, yeah.
Then I'll attack for 3k.
You mind if I read? I
Yeah.
just don't know what that is. That's like it doesn't activate the effect.
You
doesn't
cannot
it?
activate it, which means
Yeah.
you can't activate it.
Yeah, but it still can't be destroyed by battle. That's not an activated effect, right? It's just like you wouldn't take the 3k. The can't be destroyed by battle is not an activated effect.
All the way to the end of the content. Like 100%.
The only activated effect I think would be like if it leaves.
Oh
the
yeah.
field.
Yeah, okay. Yep. That's fine. An attack.
Nothing happens, and then you can activate your effect. Yeah.
Effect of Biden. Bring it back. Target destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Which one targets to destroy?
This one when it comes back.
Okay.
Raid into this deck now. I had a raid in this. Let's stay healthy. I'm saying stuff.
What was I thinking?
That's the only way I literally got around what you just had. I would have scooped if I didn't have. If you didn't negate this, I'd be like, I don't think I can do anything. Well, not negate because he didn't have a hand. But that's why I was like, I'm like, why is he even reading this? Let's attempt to Emerald Wolf to set a spell
So-
trap.
Is it a different version of AFK than the one that came out? Like, I do. So like AFK Arena was the AFK.
Journey is like
Still not taking damage.
stand up effects, pitch
Okay.
to add.
So the only reason why I
Or
never
pitch to
downloaded
place, excuse me.
AFK Journey was because I thought it was great. I didn't realize it. Because I played Arena back in the day.
Lightsworn Dragoline effect.
Okay. Here we go. Then effect. Fire throw to synchro.
Okay.
Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. If this card is special summon or level 5 or higher monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field. Target one special summon monster your opponent controls and return that target to the hand. Target.
We don't care about
Place
those.
it, place one on.
Attack for 24.
So 24 and 26. minus 5.
15.
Yep, 15. You have 65.
Search.
And in phase 2, go ahead.
Okay, draw for turn. Activate terraforming.
Terraforming's fine.
Do you I'll add Nightmare Throne? Do any of these have like any negates or destroys?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back into that in a sec. So I'll activate Nightmare Throne to add the hand. I will take.
And like this right here is what's crazy to me, is he only has about like 2 cards. I mean, he drew the terraforming,
Yeah,
and just from
summon,
one throne,
attribute it, and it lets me special
I mean,
summon
he's
Yubel
able to
monster.
add the Samsara and just kind
So I
of
will
go off from there, which is really good. Like one throne kind of gets you the whole combo to it.
Yeah, of course.
And the
Lets me
Spirit of
access
Yubel is
the
also
trap
really
dimensions
frustrating
Yubel.
too. Like getting around it. Now, I don't know. I guess even if he responded, because he has the Super Poly, which is so strong. And I gotta say, that new monster is ridiculously good.
No.
But I think if he had
Yeah, of course, yeah.
activated the ogre to pop it, it would have forced him to activate the Super Poly anyway. But it's just like that Super Poly in that deck is so powerful. Just use everything up on the field, and you cannot respond to that. It makes it really strong contender to it as well.
So, okay.
So it was kind of interesting because we were watching first from the side view, like, oh, okay, Jose's got 3 synchros. This game should almost be over. He just keeps swinging. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. How does he get through that Yubel, like, protection? They can't, be destroyed, no damage is taken, and then you take the damage instead. The only way that it's possible is just keep having disruptions, keep popping everything, but they just keep recurring themselves back from the graveyard. So it's really interesting.
Anything on res?
I was just gonna call that after the special summon of Terran Incarnate, because I think that's how that would resolve.
No, this will resolve first.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Target.
So then.
So that would resolve. You take the 2,000, and then. Yeah.
So that leaves this is summoned, so that goes off, and then that's a trigger to get that card.
Because Spirit of Yubel
Okay.
left the field.
So Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, and Chain Link 3.
Okay, so that destroys, and I don't add that
Nope.
special. Okay, cool. Okay, then I will just activate Nightmare Pain, and then actually, if I want to.
Manages himself as cost to me.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I thought he was last night. This happened when I was playing this.
Not sure if I want to go into Sky Crisis or not.
Only a lighter card. I'm like, isn't he?
Yeah, feel free.
He's a way.
Let's say you go ahead. Basically, if you attack it, you take the monsters, yeah, and then that monster is also banished if you do take damage. If it attacks like a 0/0, then it doesn't vanish because you don't take any damage. But yeah, your turn.
No cards in hand?
Nope, no cards in hand.
Sorry that I'm bad good.
Yeah. I mean, you said it's a damn good board. You just need 1 extra card in your hand.
And
Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Yeah. It doesn't have like an effect to bring anything else out though. If you
that
do,
doesn't do anything.
no. Yeah, if you have an attack position monster, you'll have to attack. But
Okay.
that's
Well,
about
other than
it.
that,
Yeah.
nothing.
Other than that, yeah.
Okay. I'll do effective singing. Discard. Normal summon
We all
effect
learned
targeting
we all
Hydro.
flipped out here, dude.
Effective Hydro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a severe hyperphobia. Severe hydrophobia. It's like when you get rabies for people that have probably dead by this point, but they're physically incapable of drinking water. Their body becomes spastic. Water is a drink.
What about like over sugar water, sodas?
Once you get that to that point with rabies, though, you're pretty much already dead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course.
But no, that doesn't matter. Basically, like the liquids as a whole, it's okay water. And I think there's only been like what, maybe 4 or 5 cases ever. People have really rabies.
Yeah, I don't have anything in my grave that I can.
Live through or die?
Survive.
Oh, link 1.
Yep.
Oh, survive.
Most of the time, if you get rabies, it's a death.
Do you mind if I read it?
It doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Link 2.
Link 2.
Effective dark targeting your
Well, AIDS you can live through.
what's it beast one.
Which one? Oh, Dark Beckoning Beast?
Dark reckoning beast.
Yeah, for sure.
There may be a hospital nearby, but if you don't know where you got rabies for like a day and a half, it's already
Is that a collector's rare dark? That's pretty bad. Or what is that?
Not QCR.
Starlight. Or
Yeah, Starlight. Right.
okay.
Yep. Link 2.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Effective
That's
speed
good.
of knight.
Like mana.
Deer.
And then battle fish.
You can't attack directly during the effect during the turn you use that effect.
So many of them napping on the way to the cities.
I don't think so. At least.
Sort of like I mean, they must have listened to like wasting their legs all over the
Yeah. You can target one card on the field or in graveyard, banish it. Your monsters cannot attack directly this turn.
No, I'm using the first effect. If they start a sling summon, you using
Oh,
Citizen
is it
Synchro.
that one?
As
Is it? I
material,
thought
you
it
can target
was.
one card on field or in either graveyard, banish it. Oh yeah, so I cannot attack directly this turn.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Okay.
what I thought.
You decide.
That's still fine.
Okay.
Cards in hand, you have that. Still battle
Yeah.
phase.
Mhm.
Use that. Thinking here.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, go for it. Let's do this thing. So, Charles,
Yeah.
stand by with me.
Yes, sir.
Go, sir.
That's not King Sargon. Yeah? I don't know about that. King Sargon's the only reason I want it.
QCR SP2.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And dark effect to
Thinking here.
You have an ulti black rose, Jose?
Yeah.
You have one you're trying to get rid of.
what he really says.
Also have a ghost rare. Also have a ghost rare.
Yeah.
Oh shit, nice.
Ulti, ghost,
Yeah, ghosts are nice, yeah.
He added you, which one? Or he doesn't have.
Yeah, he
Added you.
Should be good. Go ahead.
Alright, draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Nightmare Pain effect.
What does it do?
I can destroy the card in my hand and search out a card in my
Use it
deck.
immediately?
Yep, you're good.
Now allow it.
So I will do that. And then.
No, he's been out for the whole round. Who did he play last? Yeah, what did he
Do you mind if I read SP real
Yeah.
quick? I was just.
Not really, because it was a buy. I wanted to be on the buy, and then he left. Everyone was playing last round. He had the buy last round.
Oh, pitching? Same hand, huh?
Take a Samsara Lotus.
Sure.
And then normal summon.
Mm-hmm.
So its effect is I can tribute it, and that's the cost. So tribute to special summon.
Yep, you're good.
Special summons a Spirit of YUBEL.
Sure.
Activate effect lets me add one to hand or set. I think even if you use SP, it would go through. I
Yeah,
think
it goes through. It's a add or
add or set a card. Yeah.
I'll chain SP Lin and I targeting both of them.
And I'll still get the add, so I'll take Eternal Favorite. I'll just set that, and then I think there's one more thing I can do.
You literally have the same hand.
It seems like it, but I still have a card. Yeah.
Use Grave's Karma effect to banish from graveyard and special summon a fiend from my graveyard. So I will take. I'll take another Spirit of YUBEL.
Alright.
And then Rebellion.
And then we'll attempt to end my turn. Then you can cut that if you want. And then yeah, during end phase,
Come
the
back.
Spirit and SP.
With a shirt like it's some interaction.
Ah! Didn't attribute the
So
dragon?
just so you're aware, just because Nightmare Pain's on the field, any attack position monsters will have to attack
Yep.
YUBEL.
Alright. Draw.
Mhm.
Alright. Stand by.
Mhm.
Main figures?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Be the worst.
Destroy a monster?
Destroy the one creature thing. Tribute for. Yeah, so
So what does this do if it gets destroyed?
Special summons YUBEL, and that can do it. I can grab a banished one or one from my deck and pretty much anywhere.
If you agree.
Of course, yeah.
Perhaps, I guess.
Yeah, you can just.
I'm just trying to think here.
Yeah,
Can
you're
you
good.
destroy it? Well, it's
I
like,
would say better for you.
yeah.
I just said
I would have pulled this and destroy all monsters. I'd be right.
it'll be like Dark Hole.
Activate Prosperity.
Okay.
One of
Is
three.
that a QCR alt center?
Alright, yeah.
That's awesome.
And I have to.
Destroy?
Yep. One a laugh. Feel the veins just sticking in my forehead.
Got it.
Wow, yeah.
Like
I'm
that.
surprised you didn't like you
Thinking
can't
here.
Yeah, Rebellion. Oh, I would have, 100%.
Yeah.
I would have been like, Rebellion, you would have baited that, and then I'm like, oh, I can't have it. So Rebellion.
So the thing is, like, as good as it seems, that's still not what I want. And I want to end up putting the melodious stuff in. Either that or try.
Other six.
Those six?
If I didn't draw the Felis and two of them, I'm like, I think I can play it on any of the Centurion. I was like, yep,
Oh,
bait that,
yeah.
bait the six art, and then I would have Centurion.
That's rough. I'm sorry. That's
Didn't have any. Yep. Didn't see it. Ooh.
It's always best when like one card of an engine can force two interruptions to be wasted on it. Because each one, if left unattended, will get the full.
5 out of 6. That's rough.
Big stir for me.
Or Zombie World. I love Zombie World.
Well, Zombie World, like, it does like one thing. But like the card, like even if you negate it and destroy it, that's something you grade, it still gets the full card sometimes. Yeah.
Might have to switch to zombies for Tenpai. It'd be hilarious.
The best way to beat Tenpai is to play Tenpai. The best.
There's so much size I feel like I can.
That has to be, yeah, maybe there's, I don't know. I feel like YUBEL is kind of good against Tenpai just because you really want to attack, and it's just, I want you to attack.
Yeah.
It's never want to play.
Alright. Effective thing and summoning.
Mhm.
Absolutely nothing I want to take out. I'll look at it over and over.
Effective Hydra.
Over by then. Whatever.
See, if we all play 10 pounds,
Oh, I forgot to discard from the.
Yep.
it goes so damn fast. It costs you $30 every time, but you also get really fast. And you probably get
And you get
also
so many OPS. Well, no, because that's because we lost Thursdays now. So now we might be carrying along.
Even if you do like 3 Sundays, 3 Tuesdays, you know, 6 tournaments for 8 people.
It's Tenpai night, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tournaments today.
Well, at some point in time, we'll do a 3 Sundays. I'm still calm.
Okay, but this one
So,
doesn't deal damage.
they have to get
Nightmare Pain does
No,
though.
like from me.
But yeah, that one won't deal damage to you, but Nightmare Pain will. You would take any battle damage that would have taken.
We have 9. We had 9 today.
And
Okay,
that one is the
that
battle
is battle
yeah.
damage. Okay, 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 cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Time to go to
Somehow,
battle
then you
figures.
just split the box between if it's more than a certain
And
amount.
it'll still be half because of your prosperity.
Yeah. So I'll tap.
That right there is probably one of the funniest misplays or wrong reading of cards that I've seen. So that turn Jose activated Pot of Prosperity. And a Pot of Prosperity reads any damage your opponent takes is halved this turn. Well, Nightmare Pain inflicts damage when your opponent attacks a Yubel, inflict damage to your opponent. So. But Dan, which is fine. Actually, you know what? I'll give it to the benefit of the doubt. I actually had to read Pot of Prosperity because what Dan just said is, oh, the damage you're going to take is half because you activated Pot of Prosperity this turn. And I was like, wait a second. That's not. Wait, is that how Prosperity works? I had to look it up. And no, it's any damage your opponent takes. But Dan was like, yeah, so he attacked with SP into the Yubel, and Pain would have inflicted 1,200, but Dan was like, no, it's going to only be 800 because it's halved. Any damage you take this turn is halved. I I started kind of laughing. I mean, there's a lot of misplays in this game, which is fine. I mean, we're learning. It's a lot of fun, but that's probably my favorite because it made me question prosperity. It made me question the card. I was like, well, that's not how that works. And then I stopped and I'm like, wait a minute. Is that how prosperity works? Maybe it does say any damage inflicted this turn is halved, because then that would be myself as well. And I had to look it up. I was like, no, I was correct. I questioned myself when I shouldn't have, but still really funny. But yeah, probably one of my favorite misplays. And then the other one was, I think actually comes up here in just a minute, with Nightmare Pain effect activating to pop. That also, it pops up here in a second, but yeah, I hope you guys who are watching learn from that and kind of pick up like, oh, okay, yeah, it's only half damage to the opponent and Pain as well. So when he activates Pain, I believe it Pain. God, I cannot remember what Pain reads exactly, but he's able to pop a card on both sides of the field, if I remember correctly. And yeah, you'll see. Jose activates SP, which I mean, the board kind of would have maybe been. I mean, it would have changed things just a little bit, but not much. So yeah, it's right here. Banishes both, which he still should have done. Pain. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Caleb was there this time to kind of catch it, but didn't correct the game state.
Doesn't target?
To fix it, but that's okay. I mean, just fun.
I thought because I had called for Spirit of Yubel and then he did the SP though. So wouldn't that?
No, it doesn't target.
Yeah. So anytime you activate Pain, if you have any dark in your hand or field.
Okay, so I still have to activate that and pop one. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can just pop the other spirit then,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just pop that, and then add, and then I also still get Spirit's effect, right? Okay. Thank you.
Dragon Link, should I control a Lightsworn special summon?
I'll take.
Because I control.
Great
Sorry, if
Swarmer.
Lightsworn's in the graveyard, special
And then
discard a normal or special summon. You don't pay,
Hit YUBEL from that.
7. What? Christmas.
Oh, so Christmas? I don't want to think of snow around here.
I didn't say snow. I said
Christmas,
Christmas.
Christmas isn't snow. And my wife literally
Because you don't
wants
take any battle damage from
Yeah.
that because of Hydra. Okay.
Why? Oh my god. At least if I,
We'll do on Christmas Day, then I can rain the next day.
I'll activate Grave Squirmer to special summon, and then when it's special summoned, it lets me destroy one that I control. So I'll destroy YUBEL, and then YUBEL effect.
mills, cards, lights warrants you silver monsters used for materials.
So I'll grab Terra Incarnate,
She mills lights warrants you get some amount of lights.
and then
not mill, sends. So I get and then he searches.
Maybe you didn't. I came the day after.
Dude, you're so
go end phase.
You have to attack.
Oh, I have to attack.
You have to attack.
Okay, I'll go battle.
Take no
Yeah,
battle damage.
swing with both on that. Take no, go main phase 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go end phase. Terra Incarnate effect.
Right.
Blows them all out.
Yeah, it blows everything up, even everything on my side.
Sure.
Okay. In
get
the graveyard,
frustrated?
because
Oh.
Spirit of YUBEL was destroyed, I'll special summon YUBEL. And then YUBEL's effect, I have to tribute 1.
Yep.
So I'll tribute that.
Alright.
And then additionally, because I have Samsara Lotus in the graveyard, I can add it to hand or special summon. I'll special summon, and then it's all you.
Then we.
Oh yeah,
attack.
yeah. Good call. Good call. Forgot about that.
Alright.
It's all you.
Draw. Oh boy. Still next game.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh.
After rally.
That's the worst time to draw that.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
game
that was
1.
game 1.
Long one, yeah.
So wrapping up game 1, I think they took like 35 minutes just for one game. Did go to Dan, but looking at it, it's
He opened
going
or
into
he
game
used
2.
Prosperity for 6.
It's kind of interesting to see what Jose is going to want to do first, if he decides to go first, or if he wants to go first. But you can kind of see kind of an experience, I guess, for Jose. I don't think he's ever played against YUBEL with the deck, or if he has, I mean, now he has to definitely put in the right cards to kind of counteract it. But looking into it, I know Dan's only played. I mean, he's really good. I mean, it's a great learning experience. Everyone's kind of learning through this game. But I know Dan's, I think, like I said, it's his 3rd time being at our locals. Good guy. He's still learning how the effects go and what activates and when to activate it. So, yeah, a lot of fun. I think game 2, I mean, with only maybe 10 minutes after sighting left in time. I think game 2 goes pretty quickly here, but we'll see.
How much time do we have left? Like 5 minutes.
6 minutes. 6 minutes, yeah. And some change. Pretty much, yeah, just about 6 minutes.
I end up in the drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my choice, right?
Yeah, you chose. I assume I'll go first, but it's up to you.
Go first.
Sounds good. I'll go first?
Yeah, you
Okay.
go first.
Just double checking. Okay.
Anything in the draw phase?
Yeah, I'll activate Shifter.
Oh.
Other than that, I'll just set 1, it second, and then all you.
Okay.
What?
You turn into me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I literally did.
Standby. Main phase. Normal summon effect.
What is the effect?
Add a what is it? Singing Stellar Trap on my deck.
I will
Add it to hand or set it.
ash. Can I ash that if you're setting it, or no?
No, you can. Yeah,
Okay,
it's all in one
still,
effect.
yeah, I'll still ash it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's banished. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Special summon. Can we go to battle phase? Over.
Yeah.
Hook for 15.
Yeah.
Start of damage step effect.
That's fine. Yeah. I should have impermed that before going into battle.
Cards in your spell trap zone. That. Face up cards in your spell trap zone cannot be destroyed by effects.
Gonna be another.
No,
16.
he can special summon himself when he's sent from the field to grave for synchro. Add back.
Effective fracture to synchro.
Yeah, I can't stop that because I can't imperm anything in battle, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll imprint that then.
Sure.
Yeah,
Draw.
yeah, figured.
How do you like a Colossus?
What?
I'm pretty sure you have to use the monster.
Oh, you don't. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ignis will fuck me in the ass anyway.
Wrong one.
That same thing.
Yeah, banished it.
And there you can hear Caleb kind of telling him, like, because I think, again, this is like Jose's maybe second time playing the deck. You have to use the Tenpai, you have to use the monster you're activating for the synchro. So the White Dragon's effect, because he imperm chained, activated Pydra's effect to synchro, you have to use Pydra to synchro. Yeah, I didn't know that either. It was pretty good learning experience. So looking at it, and then like imperming is so tricky. I keep forgetting only activation and like drop it to work on them. So kind of a learning experience for all of us. But you can see here they wrap it up, and that was game 2 and Jose's favorite. Just Jose's favorite, excuse me, way quicker than game 1. But I think they still only have maybe 5 minutes left till time is called, if that. So Nian decided and correct really fast, and hopefully get into the next game. Whoever can inflict damage is going to be the winner. But yeah, a good learning experience overall.
I'll go second this time.
Special. Well, this one.
Shane? A response? Oh my god.
And even trying to just do fusion. Anything. Because then I would just simply go Colossus and go to the big guy, which will not have something. That was just.
I literally thought he had it. I was like, Dark Moon was man.
Well, I was going to put it in, but I'm like, no,
even like something. I was like, if I get rid of the Omni and he just goes battle phase, I'm like, ripperoni.
And that's why it's probably.
I'll go second.
Just to have an interest. Pure gas is probably a horrible.
Yeah, unless you're doing board breakers, pure gas, or.
Sorry.
That's what I learned yesterday. I was like, yeah. I literally opened Ash and Imperm with the field spell against the Fire King. I was like, Ash the one.
Standby main phase.
Special. Like, yep. And he goes, okay.
Grave
Ash
creatures
Imperm.
inscriptions.
He's
The
like,
player can special summon
you
monsters
do both,
from the graveyard
I
until the end of your
go
turn.
ahead. And I was like, cool.
Until the end of my
Turn
turn.
Yeah.
combo?
Okay,
He's like,
cool.
you got it. I was He goes, yeah, your ash up for building.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Press already?
Okay.
Go off of it.
I'll do.
But I'll probably look for a lot of your stuff tonight. So here,
Make sure you don't buy some droplets.
For 3.
Alright, Ash.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Still don't know.
Can you deal damage?
Probably, yeah.
So in here, in this game, I mean, I don't know if you caught a glimpse of Jose's hand. I think he reveals it at the end, but he drew almost all hand traps, and time was called. So they actually had a little less than 5 minutes. And the only thing he was banking on, I guess, was the Pot of Prosperity, try to get enough. And I actually don't know if he has, or if Tenpai have ways to burn. I haven't done that much research on it myself. But
Classic.
it's just hand traps after hand traps. And I think Jose even asked, do you have a way to burn? He's like, I think I do. And he was trying to dig for it. I never actually asked Dan what it was that he had that he could potentially burn with. But he realizes, there's nothing I have that actually burns. I needed to dig for something, you know. So it does end this game on a tie. So thanks for watching, guys.
Fist bump.
Yeah, GG.